Hey guys and gals, let's build a roller skate by Lego Creator. This is a 3-in-1 model. Set number 31148, and this set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. And that's essentially what we're going to be building today. I already have bag 1 and bag 2 already keyed up. And here are the other two models. Looks like we get to build ourselves a boombox and a skateboard. I like that one. But we're going to focus with the main model on the front. And we're going to take a look in here, and it pretty much just jumps right on in. And the bags in this set are numbered. And they were paper, so you're going to expect to get paper bags in here. And let's jump right on into bag 1. So, yeah, this is something that, but as you can tell though, there's some bright, colorful pieces. This looks more like a set you'd want to build in spring. Like springtime, like March, April, May. Looks really fun. There's a lot of oddball colors too. So, let's get everything situated here. And now let's build it. So, I have been my mind has been on overload today. And Lego-wise, here's the deal. I have about 80% of my content planned for next year. So that's good news. I've started building some of the tutorials for next year. Right now they're just kind of rough mocks, but they're tutorials. And I've already figured out how I want to build the bus. I've already have January fully done and February done. And now I'm just working on March's tutorials. The bus you will not see until like November. Why? Well, November everybody travels, so why not do it in November? And yeah, so when my mind is hot, stand back. So yeah, I was getting ready to shut off the computer and film this. That's when ideas started flowing. I couldn't stop myself. Is that Luke Skywalker's speeder? What it kind of looks like. But now we got to put together Lego sets. Already got a travel trailer figured out for next year, a vehicle to tow it, and some other goodies. Everything's starting to happen here. Alrighty. So, well, I don't know, by the time you're watching, it's already happened. But next week, I'm getting everything retrofitted here for handicap accessibility. We're doing a bathroom here that's handicap accessible with a roll-in shower. And countertops are just as low as this, where you can roll under. So that's pretty much what we're doing here. It's a bathroom that I don't use, so I don't feel too bad about it. So yeah, that's it. So this is the base of the roller skate. And, so that means when I do these builds, you will get the privilege of hearing pounding and jackhammering and drilling and sawing, and the occasional I have to get up and check on stuff, so I may get interrupted a few times, those type of things. So, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And I like this blue. Isn't that cool? Can't tell, then there it is, it's on the counter. On the viewfinder it's hard to tell sometimes, but that's what's going on. And I'm supposed to get a haircut. This time it was my fault. I decided to pull the battery out of my car. I wanted to clean up some ground wires, and well, I had found that the tray that holds the battery in is just completely rusted. The harness that holds the ground wires, that's pretty much toast. Car's still drivable. I just got to get that cleaned up, so I'm working on that now. And yeah, so I thought, well, I can live with it. That's my fault, so I did that. And that kind of thing. So yeah, I have about 80-85% of my tutorials figured out for next year. That's pretty cool. Now, Here's something I don't really do in my manuals, but I guess you can here. Is where they have this. So I guess it's critical where those go. I need to do that in mine if I ever need to. And obviously, I mean, this is too big for my foot. My foot is 10.5. What I don't know, I don't think even a normal child's foot would be able to fit in that roller skate. And I don't think you could skate on this by any means. Now, who picked the color of this? I don't know. This is something that I see down at Venice Beach. There's actually people who still roller skate, more than rollerblading. Roller skates, I can't stand up on those. I feel like I'm going to fall over. Rollerblades are real easy, but roller skates, no. I used to have a pair of rollerblades, and there's nothing more than this. Skateboarding's a lot more different than rollerblades. The only thing bad about rollerblades is, they are attached to your foot in case you take them off. At least when you're skateboarding, you can just hop off, kick the board up in your hand, and just go walking. Versus, rollerblading. Oh, roller skating for that matter. So yeah, I did some basic tricks, like you could do this, like this, you'd slide and stuff like that. I used to do all that stuff. No, probably not anymore, but yeah. But, so today we're going to see how well this set turns out. Now, if this was provided me by the LEGO group for early review, I accept. When I had to fill out my forms, I said, send me some creator sets. I want more sets like this. I don't want like the theme stuff. I'd rather have these type of builds. But I never expected to get something like this. I thought maybe I'd get like some generic building or something like that, but like a 3-in-1 where you build like 3 different types of buildings. If you remember the old creator sets. So I think creator has changed since then. I know a lot of people fight over the Star Wars sets, and I'm like, you can have those. I'll walk right past them and... Oh, you don't like Star Wars? I'm like, no. Star Wars, watching the trilogy's fine, but I can't. Wait. Did I mess up somewhere? Oh, no, I didn't. All right. This shouldn't take too long, and right now, as we're talking, I'm still editing Monkey Kid. You remember that big, lengthy series that I did? You probably have already watched it. I'm still editing all those video files. I'm just kind of like, I've already have a bunch of other sets that I'm reviewing, and I'm like, oh, I want to get to some of these other ones. They're only like 35, 40 minutes long, but no, these ones are long. I mean, they are lengthy. And yeah, you get a couple of these in that white royal blue too. But yeah, I gotta go, So I got a lot of sets to review. LEGO had postponed a few of them, which doesn't bother me. I know there's some out there who are getting angry at LEGO. But for me, it's like, whew, I can focus on doing my stuff. I can breathe a sigh of relief. Let's do it like that so you can see it better. And yeah, so I've been kind of, and yes, this is a bedside build, and I'm wired. So I don't know. Of course, I had a late dinner and a late snack tonight. I had barbecue New York cut steak, and it was yummy tonight, I tell you. And after that, kind of relaxed a little bit with the family. Then I came back here, hopped on a Discord call, and made some sour cream and onion dip and some Lay's potato chips, and that was like a snack. Yeah, and now I'm kind of regretting it now because I'm kind of wired. Of course, I don't have to be at work for another 10 weeks, so I can stay up as late as I choose. Well, I got to be in town on Friday anyways to do the dentist thing, but it's what it is. Gives me plenty of time to stretch and readjust my sleep schedule. Alright, so we're building a sub-step here. And yeah. So we're going to be putting, looks like shoelaces and the thing that holds them in. Okay. And let's see here, I'm making sure I do this right. If you're not sure, don't try to read ahead unless you want to. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, my voice always sounds kind of crackly at night, but daytime I'm busy. Like I said, I was sanding the rust off my battery tray, and in fact, my fingers are still kind of yellow. Matter of fact, when I was sanding it smelled like battery acid in there, but that's a brand new battery, so I know that wasn't leaking. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Jay, you do more than just Lego? Yeah. Who doesn't? Okay, we're still doing it like that. Yeah, some of these sets that Lego sends me are a bit strange, but then again, some of these have some pretty good building techniques that you can just observe and build for your own creations. Let's put it like that. And this says this goes here. Okay, as long as these studs, I guess, are facing out. Hinges are also a good piece too for snot building. So. Oh, we got to swing it forward. Why didn't you tell me that, Leo? Oh, look at that cool yellow slope. Those are kind of hard to find. And oh, Lego does set them sideways. I can do that in mine too. I just got done tonight. It was a tutorial that I wasn't planning on doing tonight, but in terms of editing the building guide, and I thought, well, I'm already here. Let's just get this done real quick. So I edited the manual. Got a rough building guide. I need to do the assets for it now, like the thumbnail and all that stuff. So we got to do this thing, same thing on the other side. Let me go ahead and put this tile here, and then we're just going to start. You know what would be easier? Start with that there, and then let's put the 1x1 plates in first, because it'd be easier instead of trying to press around that stuff there. And like that. Let me turn this where you can see what I'm doing here a bit more. And put those in like that. Yeah, I haven't found any videos. Well, I did find one video though, I think yesterday, about I did say the S word in one of my videos. I had to mark it as profanity. Sorry, you know. So I'm trying to, like I said, I didn't think, you know, anybody would really find this channel until I had grandparents contacted me. Hey, my kids are going to be watching this channel. And I mean, I like to cuss in my videos. I really would. But then again, you know, there's a place for that. And yeah, but more or less, though, I'm really focused on the builds at this point. I don't have any. These would make great curtain tiles. In fact, I just thought of a tutorial just now. I think I already did curtains. I did curtains when I was a teenager. I don't think I want to do them again. Nah, those are different curtains. Maybe I should make a... You know, I've seen some people make the big giant sig figs. And if I can just get a hold of the stuff, I literally would make Jay the Surfer big. With detachable wigs and stuff. Okay, you want this part here like this, and put the tile where the studs are up here. I don't know how critical it is, but we will find out. And hold on. So it goes like that. Okay, you just set that in there. Wait, I'm not done yet. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute, I'm being silly. You know what I did? I used the wrong parts. My bad. Okay, I wasn't paying attention there. Use these. Yeah, you get a bunch of these snot bricks. Yeah, you get a bunch of this stuff. So yeah, if you're looking for some really oddball colors, let's focus on these pieces first here. If you're looking for oddball pieces, oddball colors for that matter, this set has got a lot. And if you see off to the right here, yes, those are pink tires. You know, I have a couple of those in black, but if the builder sells a car with those and put pink tires on it to scare the guys out of that. I don't think a lot of dudes are going to buy this set unless you're into you know what this set would kind of be cool for? If you're decorating a child's bedroom, like maybe a toddler or maybe a baby, a newborn, a nursery. Imagine this just sitting on a shelf somewhere, like a nice white shelf. I think that would look really good. And then this snaps on here. Put another one there. I think that's going to bend. So I'm seeing this set here more as for a nursery. Like on a white shelf somewhere, not something in a very brightly lit room. Because it's got the spring colors and all. Especially with the tiles that I can't find. Okay, I need to find another one of those tiles, so let's start sorting parts out here. Okay, that's a different one. Okay, I found it. If you fail, then just start sorting your parts. Must be the tongue for... Oh, then we got the shoelaces. I got plenty of these. Now, I want to see Lego bring out a rollerblade version. No, here's something even better. A full life-size skateboard where you can take off the trucks and customize it. And I'm sure somebody could engineer it. I bet you could make a real-life skateboard out of Lego. I mean, if you were to reinforce the inside of it, you could, but I don't think... No, make the skateboard out of brittle brown. Boy, that'd really be fun. I haven't even filmed that episode, by the way. I gotta get onto that. But, yeah. Let me look here. Am I messing up? It shows... Hold on. Okay, it goes like this, but I forgot to put a piece here. I'm being silly again. There we go. And... Yep, like that. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? That makes a good little chase lounge for like by a pool. It's a little too big, but it almost looks like one of those chairs that you'd sit on. And they show that these tiles go here. It's exactly what this is. It looks like one of those lounges. Just take that thing off and there you go. And it just needs to be scaled down a bit. And then we put it in here. Okay, I see. So we attach... Okay, wait a minute. You can't put this other tile on there. You got to attach this here like that. Where this is in the back here. Okay, it looks funny, but I think the tile's going to go on the other side. Yeah, I kind of figured, so there we go. And then we got to install it. We're going to install it here. Okay. Oh, that really does fit in there pretty good. You know what would be cool? Change the sole out on this and put Chuck Taylor on the side. There you go. You got some All-Star Converse. You know, it'd be kind of cool to do that. I may have to do that. I mean, I don't know. Converse shoes are so comfortable to wear. I mean, I don't like wearing tennis shoes, but that's probably the only brand I'll ever wear is just Converse. It just, I don't know, there's just something about them. You know, they're a little bit pricey, but for the most part, though, they're so comfortable. Uh-oh, we got a hole there. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to put 2 tiles there. We'll put those in. Now, one thing you notice about my building styles, you notice sometimes I'll forget parts. That's not on purpose, I just forget them. But you notice I don't censor that out. Why? Because you may make the same mistake I did. I've seen some people where they just, their videos look so perfect. They don't make any boo-boos. Here, if you're looking for a Lego video that doesn't have any boo-boos, you may want to look elsewhere, because here I kind of just mess up sometimes. All right. I'm hoping next week we can start going back to daytime building. I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm starting to get a little tired, but kind of line all those up there, and then yeah, we always talk in our Discord group about you know, how some of us get made fun of because we do this hobby, and this is for little kids. Box didn't tell me it was for kids, so maybe Lego fibbed me on that one, but no, I do this stuff just for relaxation. Okay, we got something there going on right there. All right. Well, if I knew that was a mirror, I would have just done that, but you know what? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. See if we can wrap this one up here. Now, I'm not smushing this. Well, I guess I could do it now. We were always talking about what happens if we get tired of Lego. Here's the deal. I'm not selling it. I've heard some people sell their Lego and then they regret it later on. If you ever get in that rut where you think you're just kind of tired, don't sell it. Just put it up somewhere. Because Lego is not cheap. And if you ever want to get back into the hobby, yeah, you don't want to have to restart your whole collection over again. You know. I was thinking about YouTube topics. So moving on to 2024, I don't know, I've been kind of toying around the idea of bringing out a series on how to make a fully custom home. Just start to finish, from the planning, the blueprints, all the way up to installing the furniture, like furniture and accessory placement. And obviously something like that will not be able to be built in one sitting. So I got to thinking, I need to ask this on my main channel, how many of you would watch a multi-part series on that? And I was thinking about that. And if my audience prefers that, I will start working on those style of videos. Now, mind you, we're talking maybe 10, 15, maybe 20 sessions of videos. We're talking in-depth, a complete build. You know, and it will not be speed build. Oops, yeah, that goes on the right way. It will not be a speed build. It will not be edited. We'll go through it like how I'm doing here, and we'll explain everything as I'm going. Now, this will be a house that I've built already. I'll take it apart. Well, that'd be more like a tutorial. I don't know if anybody would be interested in something like just detailed. Because if I build it, take it apart, it'd be more planned, but it'd also be pretty scripted. I don't know. I have to think on that one there. Remember when we did the campground terrain? It'll follow that style. I'm just kind of just thinking, how do I want to do this? You know, do I really want to involve the time? And two, do I want to make it a YouTube and memberships and Patreon exclusive content? I got to think on that too. I guess there's supposed to be a hole there. I wish I can rotate that, like right there. I can't really see right there. I can see there, but barely. Yeah. You know, I'm going to show you something in this book here. I was stuck on something similar to this today, building a tutorial, a building guide. How do you usually start something like this? Usually what I do is I start with the brick and I sandwich them from both top and bottom. Here they just build it up from the top. I mean, it just depends on the person who's writing the building guide, but sometimes it just depends. You know, how do I want to tackle that? So it appears bag one just builds a shoe. The roller skate shoe. Just call it a shoe. I mean, you could just leave it as a shoe. You know, let's see here. If it's just basically this, what it is, I don't think this is going to be collaborative, but there it is. With this thing that goes in, which is kind of real. If it looks real, just kind of keep it like that. Obviously, you can't put your foot in there, but, you know, I mean, who would want to do that anyways? And that's what we have remaining for bag one. Okay, bag two. Looks like we're starting to add the decorations. Now, what I'm going to gather is that the decorations are probably mirrored on both sides. That is what we're going to be doing. Yeah, because I'm rotating it. Pretty much that's what it is. So we're going to look at step 69. We're just going to mirror it here. So, and now we're just adding decorations to the tennis shoe. I mean, it looks like a nice shoe. You know, I mean, I don't like the hole down there, but you could probably fill those in, and if you want to make this a mock, you could. Now, these are getting crooked. And I just noticed something, that this set did not, I repeat, did not come with a brick separator for a creator set. You know what, let me look here, because I could have misplaced it too. Let's see here, I'm kind of curious. Well, it doesn't even give me a list of parts. Let's try another building guide then. Well, the skateboard doesn't have it. Maybe it's the boombox. Usually they give you a parts list in the back of one of these books, but no, this one did not even give you anything. Oh, here it is. It is in the back of the skateboard. Okay. I'm kind of curious here. No, they did not give you a brick separator. Ooh, Lego, that is not good because I have to ding off for that now. Why am I going to ding that off? This is a creator set, all right? You're inspiring me to build and take it apart. So now on, if I get creator sets that don't have brick separators, I'm going to have to fail it. I'm sorry, but I have to now. Jay, but you don't expect us to give brick separators in every set. No, but in sets like this, it's like a must-have. I know some say I'm a little hard on the scores, because other than that, I really haven't had anything fall off on this. So to me, it's a 10, but we'll see. It depends. But I think, honestly, I have to ding it off a point just because it is a creator and it does not have a brick separator. That's... Sometimes you'll get these sets like, oh, this would be an Insta-10 until you find out. Yeah, you're going to have to put a bunch of these on. It reminds me of one of those dot sets. Okay. You're not done yet. You got to come in here and do more. But you notice how I'm just doing a stripe and I'm rotating and do the other color. Now, if you want to build all three models, you can. You have to take these apart to do it. Or what you can do is buy 3 sets. Yeah. I think to me the roller skate and the skateboard would be pretty much there, you know, for terms of displaying. The boombox, not so much, unless it's a working boombox. I know somebody who actually has one of those little working little Lego boomboxes. Those are always cool. Matter of fact, I should make one. I have a couple of radio chassis that don't have cabinets. I guess I can kind of set them up in such a way that we can do that, huh? Okay. Yeah, so for the first few bags, you're probably going to be just doing 1 by 1/4 rounds the whole time. Now, this set's pretty cool, maybe for a kid's room, but for maybe a teenager's room, this color scheme probably won't do it unless you like the pastels and stuff. But for me, come on, Lego, give me rollerblades, you know. Roller skates. If you do, at least make these like... I mean, of course, you could just come in or find these parts in red if they're available and just do it. Yeah, bag 2 has got the biggest... The tires take and the rims take the most space, but for the most part, it's basically just putting on little... This is like a dot set at this point. I heard some people... when Lego posted this as a reveal, they were going, oh, that's really kind of ugly. And I just thought, that's got a lot of color in it, which you want to have color. I mean, I build a lot of stuff that's kind of muted. Sometimes you got to have color in this stuff. You can't just make it bland. You know, some people do. I won't. Okay. Imagine just having, let's take a look here. If there was a way they could do it, let's just set these up here, why not? I mean, roller skates are almost the same thing as rollerblades, right? I mean, it looks pretty darn close to a rollerblade. You wouldn't want to use these tires for rollerblading, they wouldn't last too long, but I remember though, after a while with doing stunts and stuff on my skates, they would get the wheels would get all dented up and ground down. Especially when you're doing rail slide. I never done a rail slide. I just did the curb, what do they call it? The curb grind, where you just go attached, you know. I've done a couple of those, and boy, it would tear up your skates, but that was the cool thing to do. And, you know, I don't know, I think rollerblading kind of died off. So I don't really see a whole lot of people doing it anymore, like in terms of rollerblading. It'd have been cool if we were building 2 skates, but we're only building 1 here. But yeah, I'd like to see a rollerblade version. You know what would be cool? There's a hole in here. Stick some pencils or something. It'd make a great pencil thing for like a desk. Like an organizer. So, or stick some, if you got some, you know, those Lego botanical flowers, just shove those in there. I'm just giving you some ideas what you could use that for. Or it'd just be great standalone, but I mean, this thing feels really good in the hands. This is really smooth. Lego should be really proud of this one here, because, like I said, I know a lot of guys probably won't go after this, but it's cool. Yeah, I know some are like, wait, Jay, you were a skater? Yeah. Skater and surfer dude. That's why sometimes when I talk, you can hear it come out, the surfer thing, surfer accent. I try not to, though. It doesn't sound too professional. I need 2 bushings. Looks like we're putting in the laces. Hold up. What was I saying? We're getting ready to do the laces now. It's for the part that ran off, ruined my TV show. And I gotta clear my throat again. Hold up. Okay, that's much better. All right. We're done with that. Now we gotta start building the frame, the chassis for our roller skate. Isn't that cool? We're building a roller skate. Not 2, but just 1. Yeah, maybe somebody should try to make real roller blades. See how long they last. Like, how long would how durable is Lego's wheels? Would they be able to stand the curb grind test and the rail slide test? And when you do those big massive jumps, make sure they're built in brittle brown too. So when you jump and you land, it just turns into powder. And then you'll be the most epic skater in the world because you're so aggressive. It just turns into powder. Yeah, I remember the rollerblade gig. Like, it was like late 80s, early 90s. They came out, and almost every kid had to have a pair. Every kid. I was so, oh, you'll get hurt. You better be careful. No, you know what I get hurt at? In the Lego room, in the workshop. Why? Because I'm always tripping over stuff. Oh, I got to build 2 of those. Was I not paying attention? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Well, let's do that while we're here. But yeah, I mean, I think every kid, it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a gal, probably had a pair of rollerblades. And I'll tell you, it depends. I started off with a really cheap pair, and as a kid, like, you know, something you get at Kmart or something. They weren't the best, and I bought a professional aggressive inline skate. I can't remember the name of it. It was pretty pricey. And just looking at them, you would just put them on and you would look at them. Next thing you know, you're going about 40 miles down the road. They were fast. You had to be careful too. and I played it safe and got some wrist guards and elbow guards, but I didn't get a helmet. So one time I was going so fast and I slid. Didn't hit my head though, but I slid. I mean, these things were too fast. I was like, choom, down the pavement. A little too advanced for me, so. We were just seeing how fast we can go. Well, maybe I went past my limits. And yeah, that was the end of that. Didn't break anything or hurt anything. It just like, okay, we're going to slow it down, back up a little bit. They say surfing's dangerous. No, that was dangerous. Shouldn't be going 20 miles down a road. Okay. So that's how we're building the brake of it, huh? Yeah, I even ripped the brakes off of them too. And I didn't know how the importance of the brake was. And you know, on rollerblades, the brakes are in the back, we do this. Well, what did I do? I would just do the T-stop. Boy, that really messed up your wheels. Okay, so the brake goes in the front. You just have to really press that down in there. I hope I don't break it. It's sure like it doesn't want to go in. Okay, I think I was putting it in the wrong way. Just shove it in there. Boy, yeah, look at that. It's not even going in. You're going to... Don't just expect that to go in one shot there. You're going to have to really maneuver this. See how this is starting to come apart now? Yeah, it's starting to get brittle. That was very shoddy work there, Lego. Let's see if we can stick our hand in there and press down as firmly as we can. Because see, this is starting to all come up right here. See that? I'm already dinging off a point without a brick separator, so I got to ding off another point, maybe half. Maybe bring it down to 8.5 because I don't know who designed this. Wouldn't you have thought of a better way? Because I don't even know if I can get that in there without this thing crumbling apart. You just have to rotate it around and work it in. Or do that. Let's see, this is starting to fall apart now. So I'm going to ding off a little bit for that because that's kind of shoddy there. And it's still kind of bowing up and stuff right there. See that? I mean, yeah, it's you know, it was going good up until this point. So I'm dinging an 8.5 because I got to stop what I'm doing to re-strengthen everything back up. See, now this thing here is just kind of warped. That's why sometimes I think their creators build this stuff strictly in CAD software. And then that's it. They don't even build it in real life. Okay. In roller skates, you have to do this. Well, they're not roller skates yet because we can't do anything. Oh, wait, what happened to the noodle piece? Did I just skip that and just not even finish this? I didn't even finish this, guys and gals. I did not even finish that. Let me get back in there. I don't know what I was doing, but my head's obviously not in the right place. My mind's mostly in mock building today. All right, so... All right. I see where it goes right there. Stick that back in there. See, sometimes I forget, right? I mean, but would you rather have me do this real or just script it? I should do that as a poll. All right. Okay, we put that in. Now we finish up the shoelaces now. All right, and we got to build 2. So I got to make sure I know that. So I don't want to mess up. I've already done enough of that tonight. I'm getting tired. I kind of want to get this one done and reviewed, and then the next night I'll come in and do another unboxing. think I know what the next one is. I may just do the unboxing with it. And it looks like, where's that funny Technic piece? Like this? Make sure it goes like that right there. So we got to do that twice. You get these nice noodle pieces or macaroni pieces here. All right. Yeah, I miss the days of just hanging out with some friends and going skating. Now I just kind of slow down, and I have a buddy of mine who still does that stuff too. Yeah, I gotta let my hands take a break. Okay, I've rested up a little bit. Yeah, but some of my buddies, they still do the skate. They still do the skate gig, and they'll ask me from time to time, and I'm like, usually when they ask me though, I'm kind of like busy with work, and I'm like, I can't just take off. You know, it's just not possible. Oh, come on, dude, you got to take off. I'm like, you need a rest. I'm like, yeah, I do, but I can't. I have obligations, and that's just it. I can't just bail. Looks like it goes like that. Where, I'll show you here. I think it goes like this. Okay. Now you notice I'm just doing both of these at the same time. You don't have to do that. There we go. Wait, I hope we're not making those goofy chains that we did in that Super Mario set. The one where the chains just fell apart. Where I got mad and just used my own parts and dinged off a bunch of... It was already a failed set anyway, so... It was doomed from the start, but still, you just hope. We're all talking about why doesn't LEGO release better Mario sets? It'll never happen. But what are we talking about, though? We're building roller skates. The set at least has some promise here. Okay, now we're going to have to attach all that together. How do you get that together? As you can see, I'm fighting it now. Just kind of leave it loose. There you go. Actually, this is stronger than the goofy chain we built. All right. I think it's supposed to represent a bow that you tie in your shoe. I mean your skates. I remember for a while though, rollerblades when I was a kid or a preteen. You know, it depends on the model. Some of them were pretty expensive. So they would have this apparatus. I never had it. It just didn't look safe, where you could convert your tennis shoes into rollerblades. And I think I only saw one person that actually had those. I thought, man, I don't know. It doesn't look too safe. There we go. And we're not done yet, folks. But I still remember, even my sister had a pair of rollerblades. She really wanted those too. But I think everybody has had a pair of rollerblades at least one point in their life. I even know some out there who are in their 60s and they roller skate or rollerblade. And you ask some of these, you know, elder what do you prefer, skates or you know, or blades? They're like, oh, I prefer the blades. They're easy to stand on. I'm like, yeah. See, though, at the end of the day, though, if you've noticed, it doesn't matter what set I'm building, that I'm actually just sitting here just chatting with you. You wouldn't get that from this with piano music. Matter of fact, we were on a Discord call, and one of our buddies was playing piano music, and I was just cringing so bad. I was like, oh, God. I'm old. To some people, I'm old, but I'm not that old. I'm like, oh, you need to turn that off. I can't stand that anymore. I didn't tell him that, but it's like, please, just no more. All right, now we got to put the things on here. All right, this one here doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to rotate that around. And it snaps right in here. You can rotate things if you need to, but there you go. And this one here, I'll do it so you can see it better here. It goes like that. That looks really good. I mean, look at that. The designers did a really good job on that. Every guy's favorite, the pink wheels. Alright, so just like with any old tire, it doesn't matter if they're pink. You gotta put the rims in. You get at least some normal white rims. And putting these on here, can't get them on sometimes. Yeah, that's really gonna really go anywhere, huh? Sometimes these things can be a bit of a turd, but I got one on there. Okay. I've seen these before. Alrighty. Well, there's two. We're getting there. Oh, we already did that one. Let me put them like that then, because my luck, they'd roll off. Did you guys know that Lego is they're the only, I think they're the only tire company that's made tires the longest. So if Lego was considered a tire company, they've been in business longer than any other tire companies out there. Just think about that for a second. That's a long time. I don't think I've seen any Lego tires that ever had blowouts or failed. Imagine changing your tires were this easy on your car. Alright. Oh, we're not done. What did I do? Did I skip a page? Yes, I did. Okay. Alright, so we take the spoke side and we shove this in here. Okay. You don't want to have the fancy rims on the outside? Okay. And we got to do that. Oh. Okay, shove that in all the way, and then on this side here, you're going to have to shove that bushing in there. It's not too bad. It looks pretty good. I mean, those bushings are in white, too. And then you have to make 4 of these and shove them on there. Wobbly, huh? Well, it's obviously not going to go anywhere. You'll fall and break your neck with those. We'll have to fix that up a little bit. In fact, I don't think this can support any weight. Imagine if you were to stand on these, you'd automatically blow out your tires. Let's see, we'll put this one on here. Well, that doesn't want to go in. Or did it go in? I mean, obviously it spins, and there you go. So you got the roller blade that automatically stops you from rolling. And yes, for those, yes, I do goof off on building things. There's no need to take this seriously and just do that. You know, I like to have fun when I'm building. Make sure I got the right sides. I think the spokes, yeah, so you can only put these on one way anyways. Well, it works. At least it. We'll test it here in a second. We gotta have the full flavor. Alrighty. Oh, okay. But I'm not doing that. They want you to rip all that off there and put the rainbow stuff on. Actually looks a little better than what's on here now. This right here. But I'm not going to rip that off. You can if you want, but guess what? They didn't come with a brick separator. So if you're inclined to do so, this is what we have remaining here. So if you want to change out some stuff, they do give you the parts to do it. So after you build the single roller skate, that's what you have remaining for bag 2. Now, just for a quick assessment though, you know, just by looking at this, okay, that comes off, so that's not really durable, huh? Making sure I get them on the right way here. Did I get it on the right way, or did I mess up here? Oh, you can just loop them around too. And it rolls. Now, when I did the initial video on this, it's already unboxed and everything. And I'm going to go ahead and get the turntable now. It'd be easier to display this. Now, I may just go ahead and do the review right now, and just the reason being is so to knock it out in one sitting, of course, and just so I can get ready for bed. Alright, because I'm setting up a bunch of videos right now. The computer can stay on all night and do that for all I care. Let's get this centered out. And while we're doing this, and honestly though, it was a very interesting build, you know. You know, it's different. It's something different than I normally would. Don't roll off, roller skate. Alright, it'd be nice if there was a pair of them though, but you know, that's it. So what we're going to do now, let me get the lights set up here, and then we're going to do the review. So this will be the same clip on the main channel as well. And just enough to knock out a shadow there and to give it some light. Okay, so that's what we're going to start with. Here we are with our single roller skate. Yes, you heard me correctly, single roller skate. And honestly, just for what this is, it is a very impressive build. I wish there was a pair of them. It just kind of looks like it's missing its mate. So obviously, we got the pink tires and the brake and all that stuff, and the shoelaces. Be careful, these will fall off, but they do rotate around and all that stuff right there. So they kind of just like real shoelaces. And let's see here. The tongue does come out. You can't obviously put your foot in there. I don't think even a child could. But this is the right size. You can actually put pens or pencils or some office supplies in there. It'd be great for a pencil holder. Be really cool. And basically this is just a display piece, nothing more. And as you can see though, it wants to roll around, so it's obviously a roller skate. So yeah, have to grind your brick there to do that. Obviously, you won't be able to do any curb slides. What do they call them? Curb grinds and rail slides with these. And you won't be going down the boardwalk with these, obviously. But they look like real, well, it looks like a real skate. I do like the, I think it's light royal blue with the front cap on here and the pink tires. And this would be great for a child's room, maybe like a toddler's room or a baby's room. I could see this sitting on a nice white shelf in a nice brightly lit room. It'd be a great little decoration piece, or like I'd mentioned, you could shove pencils and pens in there and you can use it as a desk organizer too. And that's about it. So we're going to jump right on the review with play value. And as you can tell, this thing really, you can't play with this. It's just meant to be as a model. It's just meant to sit on a shelf and look pretty. Build experience was pretty good. It did keep my interest throughout the build. I think it's the bright colors. This is a nice spring summer build, so it will keep your interest through that. Build quality now is a different issue. First off, this thing started off very well. Then attaching this chassis to the bottom of our shoe, this thing started buckling. You're really going to have to squeeze that together. And these started coming off. They started just almost like they were going to fall off. And then the shoelaces here, these are kind of delicate. You really don't want to mess around with these too much. They're just meant for show. So you don't want to just start pulling things. This will just come apart. And obviously you won't be able to wear this, which leads to city drop-in value. Honestly, if you really wanted to and you're inclined to do so, it'd make a nice little float for a city. So just imagine this going down your main street. You could probably do that too, just for fun. Maybe put some balloons, like Lego balloons or something like that. It would look really cool, or maybe a place for somebody to sit up there. Make a great little float. As far as for mock value, there's some interesting colors of parts in here for mocks. So I can see a few of these pieces being used for other creations and such. So mock value, the parts. Could you expand on this? Not really. It's pretty much finished off as is. If you want, buy another set and make a matching made to this skate, or just change the colors up and make it look even better. Or if you're really clever, change all this out and make it into a rollerblade. I'd love to see a rollerblade version of this. But yeah, it's pretty much, there is some mock potential with this. Now, is it a collaborative build? Sadly, no. I was hoping this would be a collaborative build, but it's a solo build. So that means only you and you alone will be able to build this, or if you give it as a gift, that person will build it and you will just have to sit and watch. That's all you can do. Now, I don't know the retail price of the set, nor the piece count, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump in with the score of an 8.5. Now, when I started building this was a definite 10. So the first thing is putting this assembly onto this is a challenge. So be careful, because this will come off and sometimes your shoelaces will flake off. Just be careful. The main thing is that I'm after is this is a creator set, a 3-in-1 set. It does not come with a brick separator at all. I looked in the back of the manual. There was not one provided. So for this being a creator set, you think that a brick separator would have been included. I don't know why. That'd be a very handy tool, because you know somebody's going to get this set. They're going to try to build all 3 models. And I know I would, but it's, yeah, I don't really think I want to take that all apart, especially all these 1x1 quarter-round flat tiles. Now, this can be changed with other designs. They do give you a few extra pieces with this too, like they give you a cloud, and they give you 2 clouds, 2 of these dark azure arches, and 2 of these coral arches. So they give you, multiples of these, so you can change that out and put clouds on it and stuff. But I like it as is, and that's up to you. You can change this, or you can even use pieces from your own collection. So sadly, though, I'm going to have to say my score is an 8.5. I know some say I'm really generous on this set, but it kept my interest. It wasn't dull, it wasn't boring, it's very bright and colorful. And I think this would be a great build for any age Lego builder, to be honest. Whether if you're a child putting this together or an adult like myself, you're going to have a lot of fun. This is a very nice, colorful build that you can just do maybe in 30, 40 minutes, just maybe on a rainy day or a spring day. This is more like a spring build. But just imagine it being cool outside and you're just sitting out on your porch putting that together. It'd be a nice little set to put together. But tell me what you think of the roller skate.